What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we are back in Oklahoma. Finally, Hot Rod Power Tour is over. We can start getting back to some regular content. And I think today we're going to check out this Corvette that I bought, sight unseen. Supposedly, it was supposed to be a run and drive. It's also a hurricane flood car, I think. That's what it said anyway. Flooded from Houston, Texas. Who knows where it really came from. And it said that it ran. And then when it got here, as with everything that I own, the tow truck driver said, oh yeah, by the way, it doesn't run. I tried to put a jump pack on it to move it because the tow truck left it in the middle of the street and I couldn't get it started. So we had to push it into the yard. And today we're gonna find out if we can get it to run. Now I've had a lot of people asking if this dog was, thank you. You're too excitable. You're too excitable. Look at her. She's nuts. She's nuts. All right. I had to show you guys. She's still here. She's still here. We took her home. We did. We took her home, and she is not a good dog, okay? She's a sweetheart. She is an absolute sweetheart. We called her Star. She is still here. I took her home, and she's horrible, guys. Like, she chews up the house. She, goes to the bathroom absolutely everywhere. And we've tried some training and she ain't doing too well with it. So we brought her back down here. I got her dog house in the backyard. We put food and water on the porch. We got water for her in the back, and we come out here every single day. We let her come in the house and cool down. But for now, she's an outside dog in the backyard, and we are trying desperately to find her a home. We can't keep her, guys. I so wish I could, but Roxy does not get along with her down here, and my dog at home doesn't get along with her either. So she's gonna have to go somewhere. So this is it. I don't even remember what year it is. We pushed this thing into this spot weeks ago and left it sitting, and I meant to come back. Oh, there's paw prints all over it. Look at that. Lots of paw prints and a few hand prints from, I guess, where the tow truck driver was trying to get it started. So here's what I did. I ran a Carfax on this because this thing looks to be in too good a shape. I know it looks pretty rough where it's sitting, but this thing looks absolutely incredible. Not just on video, guys. In person, it really does look this good. So, oh, it's got a key. Oh, that's nice. That's perfect. This car only came with one key, which is very disappointing. This is all I got. I got no door keys. I've got no key for the gas tank. I have no idea if it even has any gas. But what I did, see, this is where the key would have been. That's all we got. Is it a 94? Lake Street. What does that mean? Lake Street 94. I have no idea. Take a look at the interior of this car. It's red on red on red. If this is a 94, and I believe it is, this should be, is this not a 40th anniversary edition? It is. It's a March of 1994. It says, delivery completed inspection. This may be from the Corvette Museum where it was picked up. And then Corvette Proud, UAW, 2164. Paint looks to be completely original. Weather stripping, cracked a little bit here and there, but for the most part, weather stripping is good. Door panels, absolutely beautiful. Weather stripping up here, all looks good. Look at this. I mean, look how nice this is. It also has the Astro roof. It's honestly in incredible condition, guys. So I ran a Carfax on it, just a little curious, and what I found is Copart says they don't know what the mileage is on it. The digital odometer, they said, does not work. So I ran the Carfax, and the last recorded mileage, you guys go ahead and guess. Go ahead, take a guess, take a stab at it. The last recorded mileage on this car was like 34,000 miles, guys. So I think what we have here is a legitimate, seriously low miles car. If we could get the, there we go, the hood open, I'll show you. We have the Corvette LT1, which back in its day was a pretty impressive engine. By today's standards, not really so much anymore. It's a 300 horsepower, 5.7 liter V8, tune port injection. Great motor. Personally, I love these things, but they're not for everybody. This car has the adaptive suspension. I want you to take a look at some of the suspension components. Right, it's dirty. It's got like sand all over it. But if you look around, like everything on this car, there's still labels on that, guys. Everything on this car still has all of its labels. There's your service tag on the computer. Now, full disclosure, I couldn't get this thing to start. I tried. So I pulled the battery, took it in the house, I put it on charge for about a week, and I'm here to tell you, the battery came back to life. According to my battery charger, the battery's good to go. So I've got all the bolts sitting here to put it back together, and I thought we'll do this together. Brake fluid looks crystal clear. Look at this brake fluid. You see, it's so clean that you almost can't even see it on the reservoir. All the labels here, we've got a BG service sticker, so somebody was taking care of it, right? The serpentine belt. It looks like it's got some kind of a gator back belt. So maybe the serpentine belt has been changed. What else we got to look at here? We can come over to the other side and check the oil. This is a flood car. Like I said, this is a flood car. Does it still have the... Oh, wow. That's... I don't think that's been opened in a cool minute. There we go. Come on. My goodness. A little on the corroded side. What does this look like? It's kind of a greenish, orangish greenish color. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, this should be Dex Cool. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that color. Here's another thing. Take a look at the oil cap. The factory oil cap. Take a look at that. It's in brand new condition. Brand spanking new. Take a look at the bottom. Look at this. No buildup at all. And if you look inside of here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Everything is bright and shiny inside this engine. Everything. Power steering fluid. Let's take a look. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Perfectly clean power steering fluid as well. Oil. Well, clean oil also. A tad bit overfilled. Don't tell me it's got water in it. Transmission fluid. Oh, would you look at that? Oops, I'm trying to plug it back into the engine and not into the hole. Come on. There we go. Take a look at that clean transmission fluid. So there you go, guys. Everything under here. Look at these AC lines. Everything looks so good and original on this car. I don't see any reason why it won't run. I don't. Unless it sucked up a little bit of water, and that's why the oil's overfilled. But then I don't understand why it was a run and drive and it's not now. So if you look inside, here's your seat controls, and here is your ride control. These ride controls are always bad, like always bad. Maybe this one works because I do believe this is a really low mileage car. We have the factory old school Delco Gold Series, Delco Bose Gold Series stereo. Would you look at this? Isn't this something? The old climate control, and then all of your trip information right here. You got a little information center right there. In the center, there's all your gauges, your mileage, speedometer, and everything is right there. Fog lights, emergency brake. And look at that carpeting. Good God, this car looks brand new, guys. Oh, this car looks new. And as far as a flood, it doesn't smell funny. I haven't seen anything yet that's concerning. The battery's kind of a pain to get in and out. Is there a date on this battery by chance? Yes, 2 of 25. Well, that's why the battery came back to life. It's new. It's a new battery. These batteries, you know, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they come back and sometimes they don't. This one came right back to life, no issue. I'm gonna have to go get some tools because we gotta bolt this down. Battery is hot. It's fully charged. She's ready to go. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with a battery install. So give me just a minute. Damn it, I can't even reach in here. There's no room for this. I'm gonna get this battery locked down and everything hooked back up, and then we're gonna try to start it for the first time together. All right, we got the battery on. I've taken this opportunity to air up the tires while we're waiting, and I have not tried to start it yet, but I'm happy to report that it looks like we have some lights, and somewhere there's a trunk release. I can't remember where. I don't remember where it is. I'd love to be able to open the hatch. I desperately want to open the hatch, and I want to take off this Astro roof and turn it into kind of that convertible car. This thing, I feel like may have been I don't want to say it was an insurance job, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Guys, this car doesn't have any funny smells. I don't see anything that tells me it's been in a flood. Nothing. It's dirty for sure, but like this car sits low to the ground. Take a look at the lights. No sign of water intrusion anywhere. And these lights would have been flooded, right? No, I've got my doubts here, guys. The tires are Firestone Firehawks all the way around. Unfortunately, the tires are old and they are starting to dry rot and crack. So these tires are definitely older. The negative terminal I had to fight with. I don't know what is aftermarket on this, but this may be just some kind of a battery tender that they had hooked up. This is partially stripped out, the negative, so I could not get that to tighten down with that in there. But we've got it all back together now, guys. And there's only one thing to do, and I'm nervous. Let's try to start it, man. Let's see what it does. Let's see if I can even fit. It's been a long time since I've been in a C4. Oh, it's kind of a tight, yeah, it's a tight fit. We have gauges, things coming to life. Oh, air conditioner, lights, things are happening. Can we turn this? Uh-oh. I want to turn the air off. I don't want this running. Oh, nothing. Nothing works on the climate control. All right, what about the radio? I hear it. Hold on. Let's put... All right. Wow. It's actually got pretty good bass. I'm not kidding you. This Bose system doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound bad at all. What do we got? Cup holders, cigarette lighter. It's used, but I don't see any signs of... Oh, dude. Oh, here's the trunk right here. Oh, is it opening itself? You're joking me. It's opening itself. What do we got? We got the Big Chill. Are you serious? Meatloaf. Oh, dude. There's papers. It's sunglasses? Hold on. If this tape player works, guys, tape players never work in these. This should be like an auto reverse. Uh-oh. Do I gotta turn it on? All right, let's stop screwing around, guys. We've got a garage door opener, too. What do we got up here? Mirror with lights, I assume. There we go. These are nice and tight. Guys, there's no way this car's got any miles on it. None. None of the digital gauges work at all, but the analog gauges appear to be working. Unfortunately, the fuel gauge is also on there. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's just do it. Dude. Really? It just came to life. The e-brake light is on. Uh-oh. Is the e-brake on? If it is, it doesn't feel like it. Whoa, easy. Oh. Oh, okay. The brakes, I don't know. I'm getting carried away here, guys. I'm getting a little too excited. Is the air conditioning working? No way. Seriously, the AC's on. And we need to disconnect this. And there we go. That'll work. I probably lost when I moved the car. I lost the valve stem cap there. So, oopsie, that's all right. Again, I get carried away sometimes, guys. And if you're wondering, yes, I've got other vehicles out here that you haven't seen yet. We've got the Toyota Hilux. This is coming very soon. In fact, this may be one of the next ones, the Toyota Hilux. I called it a Helix before, everybody got on to me. It's a very weird, unique, I think kind of interesting car. We've got the International Harvester, the 1000. This is the short bed, half-ton V8 air conditioning pickup truck. You guys have not seen this. This has been sitting for a long, long time. This is going to take some work, I think, to get going again. And then, what else do we have over here? Oh, we've got the Dodge Charger. This is going to be a surprise for Nick. He doesn't know it yet. But this, you can see how long these cars have been sitting here. I mean, the grass is just growing up all over them. I don't remember what year it is, and I don't know anything about it. This one I know runs. I got it for like 5 Gs. It's an RT, so it's a Hemi, 2-wheel drive. It's got 150,000 miles. It's a one owner, dealer serviced its whole life. And when I say dealer service, I mean everything you can imagine has been serviced, down to power steering fluid, brake fluid. Tires are like brand new. It's not perfect, but I think it's a great first car. So stay tuned, that one's coming as well. Now let's get back to the Corvette. I am stoked that it fired up. So it turns out we just needed the hot battery in it. I'm not seeing where this is a flood, guys. So I'm a little confused as to, this thing runs perfect. What are they talking about? It doesn't run. In all fairness, I couldn't get it to run either. Getting a jump pack on these things is very difficult, especially on that side, and we were having some ground issues. That's probably what it was the ground issues. Let's close this hood, and by the way, can we just appreciate how beautiful it is under the hood here? This really is a 30,000 mile car. Take a look at the exhaust manifolds. Take a look at the bolts on the valve covers. Look at everything on this. The spring still has its markings. It needs a good cleaning. This is a 30,000 mile car, no joke. Now, the only real question is, does the flippy up and down headlights work? Oh, that hood closes perfect. Are you serious? Important window? What are the chances? Oh, get out. Less important window also works. Are you serious? Headlights? Oh, no way! No way. No way. Yeah, and they work. And they work. Get out of here. Get out of here. Man. I need to look around, see if I can find the keys, because I can't get into the gas tank, and we don't have a gas gauge, which leaves me a little nervous about trying to take her out on a ride. I don't see any signs that this car was flooded. Let's see if we got anything. Yep. Oh boy, how did that happen? So we got some wet modules and electrical tape. That's interesting, and some corrosion. So somebody's definitely been in here. Somebody electrical taped this. This looks like the engine computer. I don't know what that goes to. There's a lot of, but look at the corrosion down in the bottom, and some of it on top of this ABS pump. Yeah, this has been wet. For sure it's been wet. I don't understand how, because it doesn't look like this car has been wet. This is not, oh, it's got a privacy shade still too? Oh, come on. Really? You're kidding me. So water has been in, oh, shh. And it took me 2 seconds to break this piece of plastic. I should have been more careful. I got carried away. What's under here? Just a, what is this? Oh, a jack. So spare tire stuff. There's the battery tender right there. That's exactly what I thought it was. I guarantee you this is a battery tender that goes straight to the battery. We've got some relays in here, but nothing in here looks like it's been wet at all. Nothing. Completely dry. I gotta slow down, stop getting so carried away. I can't believe I broke this piece of plastic. I'll take this back panel off here, and I'll attempt to repair this. But before we worry about all that, what do you think the chances are the seats work? Oh yeah, there's been water in here. Yeah, there has. Look at this floor. Take a look at the floor here. I mean, it's clean, and it'll all clean up, but you can clearly see there's definitely been moisture in here. And that AC is ice cold. I mean, seriously, where is it coming out of? I feel ice cold. I thought it was coming from it's coming from the floor. It's on my feet. My feet are freezing. All right, can we take off the Astro roof? I have no idea how to do this. I don't know if does it just pop off? Or do you have to unbolt it? We should probably leave it alone, since I don't know what I'm doing here. It unbolts. You've got to have the tool. That's right. You got to have the tool for it to get this off. And I think there's a hole here, one on the other side, and then there's this one right here. You take these off and the whole thing pops out, and it should fit right in the back. Let's see. Is this a power seat? Yeah, passenger seat. Bolsters? That does nothing. That does nothing. 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 It does nothing at all. We got sport and touring, but we have ride control. So I don't think that works either. I was really hoping somewhere in here we might find keys. I guess we can start taking all this out. Where's this from? This says from Michigan. Auto Body and Sales. All right. Sunglasses. Oh, here's the tool right here. This is the factory Corvette tool for taking this roof off. Are you serious right now? It goes right up in here. Somewhere. There it is. And it will take the Astro roof off and turn this into a convertible. I'll mess with that here in a minute. I can't believe that's in here. We have some touch-up paint, GM Torch Red, code 70. What is this? The tires, 820 of 2000. Oh boy, Firestone Firehawk tires. So these tires are 25 years old. Looks like we even got the receipt in. Yeah, we got the receipt and everything for the tires in there. Wow. Oh, what do we got here? Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, that don't look good. That's just sitting in there. We've got the wheel lock. We just need the rest of the keys. I don't think we're gonna find them though. We've got another wheel lock, so we've got multiple wheel locks in here. We've got a book. Oh, we've got lots of paperwork in here. Flatbed services. I don't want to show this, so hold on guys, let me go through this and see what I can find. So I have found a few things, including this lid. I don't know what it goes to, but this was obviously submerged in water. We've got 3 of these identical relays here that are just destroyed. And as I expected, I thought this car must be from Florida, and sure enough, I found the paperwork from the last owner in 2019 in Punta Gorda, Florida. So, needless to say, I'm going to try to reach out to them, and I'm going to pray that maybe, possibly, they have the keys. Maybe there's some insight into what happened. I'm assuming this is a Hurricane car. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. These things usually are. I'm going to keep this in a safe place. As far as moving the seats, I don't remember how you do that. Is it just a... No, that goes backwards? Yeah, that operates the back. I have no idea how you move the seats forward and backward. You got driver and passenger side, but none of it actually moves the seat. Either that or these things are just stuck where they're at. I'm going to take off this Astro roof, guys. We're going to take a look at it with the top off. Well, I'm not seeing any extra keys to this car, and I still can't figure out how to make the seats go forward and backward either. So it's a tight fit for me in here, guys. C4s are always a tight fit, but oh, someone's taken the seat out before. Oh, that's interesting. So you can clearly see that there has been moisture under here before. And let me guess, this is the relay box that's yep. There's the relay box that's missing all the relays. How about that? So this operates the back, but as far as what makes this thing go forward and backwards, it's got to be like an electric motor, which means there's got to be a switch somewhere that controls this. So yeah, the seats, those are, yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. We got a lock here for the glove box too, for that center console, and I don't see any hidden keys to the car. I was so hoping that we were going to find some, which means I don't feel comfortable taking this thing on a test drive, because I don't... Is that a switch down there? No, it's another relay missing. I don't know how much gas is in this car, and I can't get in the gas tank, so I'm almost going to have to get in there and beat that cap with a hammer just to get it open. I've got to have some gas, guys. I got to know that I've got gas, and unfortunately we got no door keys. These are pretty easy. You beat it with a hammer and a screwdriver, and eventually this will come back to life. The hardtop sits in here, and that's what this little lever is for. If you pull this lever back, there you go, it releases it. There's a little hole right there. Look at the labels on this. It sits right there, and when you pull this back, it falls down, and there you go. Now it's locked in, and then you close your hatch. Oh, wow, that's got a lot of... And there you go. And now you have a convertible type Corvette. Take a look at that, guys. Doesn't she look good? Fog lights are working too. See the fog lights on there? Man, I'm gonna have to get hold of the previous owner. Hopefully they're okay. Hopefully their home is okay. Look how long the car's been sitting here. It just sank in to the ground right there. Same thing back here. Tires are old and rotten. I don't think this thing's been on the road in a long time. Look, the car just sank. You can see the grass and everything. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it runs. I want to know if it'll drive. We'll turn off those headlights. I've got air in the tires. I think the only thing left to do is go grab a screwdriver. Let's break open that gas cap there, and maybe try to put a few gallons of gas in this thing. Well, we might not be able to tell how much gas is in it, but I do know that I just put 5 gallons in that sucker. I did my best to clean I'm gonna have to get some sticker removal stuff to get the stickies off of that, and I know you're gonna yell at me because I got a screwdriver and stuff up here. It's super easy. These gas caps really don't do a whole lot of good. I don't really smell anything. This will still seal just fine. It's got to kind of like that. You just throw this part away. It's real easy. You just bang a tiny screwdriver. It doesn't take anything super big. Something small like this. Just kind of bang it into the center. Tap on it. Don't tap too hard. You don't want to damage the gas tank, but beat on this pretty good and just kind of twist and wobble around, and if you pull on this enough, this whole thing will just kind of come apart. So now we know we got 5 gallons of gas. We got the sticker off of the windshield as best we can. I say it's time we take it for a drive. It's unfortunate I can't get the air conditioning to turn off. Maybe that's got something to do with those relays, or who knows, maybe it's got nothing to do with the relays at all. There could be a module or something back here that's damaged from the water. I still don't know how you're supposed to move the seats. I don't see anything. Oh, right here. They are electric. I thought so. So driver, passenger seat doesn't move either. And driver seat, well, without any relays in it, ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing without the relays. So let's set the little ratchet in there. Let's climb in. It is too bad that this thing does not have a manual fuel gauge, one of the old school fuel gauges. All we got is tach. We got oil pressure, oil temperature, engine temp. Does that say 260? And then battery voltage. Uh-oh. And we can't turn the AC off. Guys, she's starting to heat up. check gauges. Yep, she's overheating. She's overheating. Oh, and the brakes are not great. We need to get some airflow through this thing quickly. Oh, man. Okay, so the brakes suck. Great. They were just working. They were just working. We need to get some airflow in this car. Oh, the brakes are horrible. Let's see if we can get some air flowing through the front of this car and hope that cools it down. Oh, the tires are flat spotted. Oh my goodness, the tires are flat spotted. Well, first drive, we don't know how fast we're going. And the temperature gauge, is it not going down at all? Come on, girl, cool off. She's been sitting there idling this whole time. And the brake light is on. I've tried, the e-brakes don't feel like they're dragging, but the e-brake is definitely on. I don't want to go too far with this temperature being up there like this. So I'm going to turn around right here real quick. Oh, there are no brakes. Like, oh my goodness, brakes are non-existent. This is really bad. The brakes seemed great a little while ago. I don't know what happened. Oh, easy. God dang, this thing is torquey. Let's try to, again, it's shifting just fine. I'm trying to get some airflow. It shifts great. It runs great. The tires are flat spotted, but honestly, it's not driving too awful bad. I'm just hoping that we can get some airflow in this thing to cool it off, because that temperature gauge is really, it's really high. And I don't know, guys. To me, it doesn't look like it's cooling down. We may have to put this thing back and park it. Great. This is exactly what I needed. And no brakes. Oh my! Wow. Oh! What is going on with this car, man? Not good. Well, we made it back. It does look like it's trying to cool down. Let's take a look at the temperature gauge here. Check gauges. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I think we need to, and we can't turn any of this off. Let's just shut it down. It's not worth risking it. Oh, the blower is coming out of the vents now. Or, well, it was. Yeah, she seems incredibly hot. Just my luck. Just, oh yeah. Look at that temperature gauge just going up now. Let's pop the hood. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Not that we're going to really know anything. I mean, I can hear the cooling fans running. Or they were, anyway. Cooling fans were working, so it shouldn't be overheating because of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's hot. No doubt, she's hot. I can hear her. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, she's real hot. Okay. Well, first drive did not go exactly how I planned. I guess that's just the way these things go, right? Well, at least we got the top off. It sure looks good. I'm gonna let her sit here for a little while, guys. We'll let her cool off. I want to check, and this is all still very pliable. All of it, very nice. Yeah, all of this is still very soft and in good usable condition. With any luck, maybe I can find the person that used to own this car. You know, maybe they're on Facebook or something. Maybe we can get some insight into what happened. Do they have the door keys and the trunk key? That'd be good. But I mean, if not, it's not that big a deal to go get the keys cut for this thing. And like I said, most importantly, hopefully their family's okay, they're okay. Hopefully their home is okay. Oh, look at her. That might be seawater, guys. That's too full. I don't know. This is a complicated one, man. It definitely got some water in it. I just can't figure out, was it a flood? Did somebody leave the hatch open or the windows down and water got in it? Was the top left off? I don't know. I don't know. Obviously something is not right here. The sidewall on this one is cracked really, really bad. The DOT code is, in case you guys can figure this out, EJD as in dog 9. Then it's OKJ269. Now we already saw the paperwork from inside the car that said these tires are from 2020. So I'm assuming date code's probably from 2019, 2020. Obviously tires would need to be replaced. I don't know what the plan is with this car yet. First and foremost, brakes are going to need work. I mean, that's most important, getting the brakes working, getting the cooling system figured out. We could start with flushing the cooling system and trying to put some fresh coolant in it. Maybe that'll help. I don't see any reason why it should be overheating, considering the cooling fans were running full time. But then again, also, the air conditioning was also running full time. So this would be something, if we wanted to cut the AC out of the mix here, we'd have to find the relay box. Anybody know where that is? There's some fuses there. There's some fuses there. If we could get the air compressor and the AC to turn off, maybe that would reduce the drag on the engine and help prevent it from getting so hot. Could be a bad water pump too. I didn't think about that. This is an OptiSpark, if I remember right. These things are loads of fun. I would not want to do an OptiSpark. In fact, it doesn't look like I'd want to do a water pump on this thing either. Absolutely no room. Let's turn the key on and see if she's cooled down at all in the short amount of time that she's been sitting here. No, she's still very, very, very hot. Like, seriously. It fires right back up though. There we go. Temperature's coming down some. Not enough. Not enough. Well, she's cooling down some. We've got the engine temps down considerably, and I wish I could turn that air conditioning off, because when you've got cooling system problems, the last thing you want is your AC running full time. That's not helping things. That AC compressor is dragging down the system. So what I've done is I've got a flathead screwdriver, and I've been attempting to alleviate some of the pressure on the cooling system by opening it up. And it's just, you can see what's coming out of it. It's kind of brown. If that's Dexcool, that doesn't even look like Dexcool anymore, guys. That's nasty. That is nasty. This thing is seriously overdue for a cooling system flush at a minimum. So my goal right now is to get the pressure off the cooling system. As soon as we have the pressure relieved from the system, this also bleeds it. That's your bleeder valve. So if there was an air pocket or an air bubble in it, there won't be any more. But the goal is to just get the pressure off the system so that we can open that cap, and we'll start it up without the cap on it. And that'll allow us to get a better idea of what's going on. Hopefully it's full. If I remember correctly, we did open it and it looked like it was full. But that's pretty gnarly, guys. None of that looks good at all. And when I push on the hose, we're finally starting to get that pressure out of there. So just give it a few more minutes, guys, and the more pressure we get off of here, the cooler this engine is going to be. Well, she's finally cooled enough that we can open the cap, and if you look down in there, you see it kind of squirting. It every now and then, you see that? It just kind of, that is nasty. I mean, seriously, this cooling system is in bad shape. This is truly unfortunate. Uh-oh. That's hot. That's hot. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating there being cooling system issues with this, you know what I mean? So, look, factory GM hose right there, the original hose clamps. I mean, this thing just needs a good cleaning. You clean it up, she'd actually look pretty damn nice, guys. I have no doubt about this. So now I've got to start weighing my options. Like, what do we do with this car? I was hoping we're going to be able to take it on a proper ride. I wanted to do the 10-mile with it. Overheating, that's not going to happen. And again, I can't shut the air conditioning off. I don't even know where there's got to be a fuse or something somewhere to shut off the air conditioning. I think that would help, but even then, I don't know. Let's see where it's at now. Let's fire it up. Yeah, air conditioning comes right to life. Let's see if that temperature goes down significantly with it opened up. That's much better. And it starts climbing again immediately. This has got me a little concerned with the condition of the water pump. And that damn air conditioning that will not... Oh, it's coming out from up here too. I mean, don't get me wrong, air conditioning's ice cold, but we don't need the AC on right now at all. The air conditioning needs to be turned off, and she just will not turn off. There's got to be a fuse or something somewhere. So now we've got the cap off. Just kind of allow things to breathe. We kind of look in there and see how it's... See that? It looks like we've got good flow, so I don't think that's an issue. And there shouldn't be any air pockets in it because I just bled the living hell out of it. That damn cooling fan and the AC stuck on. If we're lucky, there is a fuse panel right here, but for the life of me, I don't know. Does it tell us? Oh boy, there's a bunch in here. So if we could find air conditioning, crank, park neutral, clutch, crank, airbag, stop, hazard, horn, tail, AC, 5 amp fuse. Hold on. Maybe it's number 1. It's a 5. It's right here. I'm not saying this is going to work, but wouldn't it be great? Is it the other side? Is it this one? That didn't do anything, did it? It'd also be a good idea to come back at some point and check these fuses, because we might have one that's blown that goes to the dashboard. Give me a second, guys. Let me go through this and try to figure out where the air conditioning is, and maybe we can get it to turn off. Well, we found the one for the AC clutch. It's right there, so I was able to get the AC to turn off, but as you can see, she's still trying to get hot, man. Look at that. She's steaming. She's getting hot again. The car's just not happy. I don't see us getting a 10 mile out of this one. Let's see where the temperature's at on this right now. She's climbing pretty good. Yep, here we go. She's gonna start puking. And there it is. Well, ain't much I can do about that. Yeah, she's boiling hot. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed today. Well, let's let her sit here and cool off for a little bit, guys. I'm not super impressed with this car right now. Between the, I mean, we knew it was a flood car. It's no big deal. This is a whole separate issue. Overheating problems, rotten coolant that's been sitting in this thing. It looks like this thing's probably never had a coolant flush. So all of this is probably old Dex Cool that's just rotted in here. And we've got that to contend with, along with a few electrical gremlins. I don't think it's anything we can't handle, but you know, the air conditioning does not turn off. The instrument cluster, the LCD portion does not work. The seats obviously don't work either. And the tires are 25 years old and rotten. It's just, you know, I start looking at all of this. I start taking all of this in, and the ride control also doesn't work. We've got corrosion in one of the holes in the floor that has some computer modules in it as well. The more I start looking at this, the more I'm starting to think this is probably not something I really need in my life right now. So I've got some thinking to do. I'm going to let it cool off for a little bit, and I'll come back here in a few minutes. Maybe we can get the coolant somewhat drained out, put some fresh coolant in it. Maybe I'll just put some water in it temporarily to help flush the system. But if we don't get this overheating problem under control, I don't see myself spending any money on this car. This is probably one I would just send right back to the auction. Something else I didn't give a whole lot of consideration to was the fact that the brakes also don't work. So that's a whole another issue. This thing is just one issue after another after another. It's unfortunate, and this is a perfect example of why a lot of times flood cars end up being salvaged and a lot of times sent to a scrapyard and destroyed. Not all of them can be saved, guys. This one, it's not too far gone. It just needs so much work. It runs great though. I just filled it up with fresh coolant. It was almost a gallon low. I don't know if that's going to help it any, but it looks like the coolant temps have come down significantly. The question is, will they stay that way? It runs great. We're going to try to take it one more time, guys, and after this, I give up. We're just going to have to end the video. Let's see where that coolant is. It's full. And I mean, it held almost about 3/4 of a gallon. So I mean, she was significantly low. So let's see what happens. We're just gonna throw all of this into the car here. We've got the AC off now, so that won't be dragging down the compressor. Cooling fans are definitely working. There is a possibility though that the radiators are clogged up. The way this design is, the radiator sits kind of cockeyed like this down here. And if this underside is full of debris, it can't breathe. If it can't breathe, obviously there's your reason for overheating. She can't get any air movement. If that's the case, that's a relatively easy fix. It's not an end of the world type situation. There we go. Hood is closed. I wish we could see a little bit better down here, but there is no room. No, it's not clogged up at all. Nope. Everything under there is free and clear. So that ain't it. Damn it. I really wanted to save this one. This was one I was going to throw at Nick as a possibility for a new car for him. When we come down here and do this reveal for Nick. Well, I don't know what else to do. Let's just take it for a ride. Make it or break it. Let me get buckled up. We'll get back on the road. Here we go. She is a torquey car, man. No joke. I wish we had some, like a working speedometer gauge. And I wish the brakes worked a little better. I don't even know what brakes work and which ones don't. I honestly can't tell. It shifts great. It runs fantastic. And I think the temperature's already going up again. Yeah, okay, well, there's obviously something very, very wrong with the cooling system on this car. And that's gonna prevent us from being able to do this 10-mile run. Oh, she slipped out from under me. She, yeah, I forgot how torquey the old LT1 is. She's make sure we can stop here. She is a torquey little car, man. I mean, lights, signals. Even though the brakes suck, it does come to a stop. Goodness. What a shame. Oh, she'd get it too. She'd... Woo! Oh, wow. Easy, easy. I'm trying to watch that temperature gauge, man, because it looks like she's climbing in. The brakes are getting better, but the pedal is so soft. I mean, all the other gauges look great. It's just that temperature. Although, I'll be honest with you, before, that temperature gauge was pretty quick to peg out. And as you can see, she's a little warm, but she's not overheated by any stretch of the imagination. Let's keep it going down the road a little bit. I don't think I'm comfortable enough to do the 10-mile in this one, guys. But I'm comfortable enough to go up and down the road and see. Actually, guys, I think the temperature might be going down. You're kidding me. If the temperature's going down, we can do the 10-mile run. Okay. That was my turnaround spot, so we're screwed now. We are totally screwed. I wish I knew how fast I was going. The steering wheel is a little shaky. But aside from that, no, temperature gauge is definitely going down. It's going down. She's not overheating. See, this changes things. You bleed the brakes, flush out that cooling system, put some fresh Dex Cool in her. We already put 5 gallons of fresh gasoline in her. And, you know, with any luck, you have good brakes and a decent cooling system. And we got something to work with here, guys. But I was not willing to take this thing on if we're going to have a bunch of overheating issues. And this car is just going to be a major PITA. Not going to happen. So I think we're going to do the 10-mile run. That's it. We're going to do it. I was determined we were going to get it done in this video. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're going to do the 10-mile run. Guys, I didn't think this was going to happen. I really didn't. I was ready to put this car right back up for sale, send it down the road. I think for the price I paid for it, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal to turn it back into Copart and just get my money back. I'm almost certain I could get most, if not all of my money back out of this thing. All of the temperatures are looking great. Battery voltage is looking wonderful as well. This car is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and all of the weird vibrations that I was getting going down the road have almost completely subsided at this point. She still needs tires. She still needs a lot of work. A lot of work. But this is a car that's just begging for another chance at life. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, it is awful hard to say no to a red C4 Corvette with relatively low miles. I just noticed there's an oil change sticker here. There's no date, but it's got 52,209 miles as the next oil change interval. So I'm going to say this car probably has less than 52,000 miles on the odometer. We got a Camaro getting ready to pass us. He's going to show us who's boss here, guys. There he goes, crossing on the wrong side of the road on a hill. Genius move, buddy. Little does this guy know I have no interest in racing, and he's probably a V6 anyway. I'm just out cruising, man. I'm trying to have a good time, and I'm keeping my eye on these gauges. And so far, everything is looking great. Guess where we're at? 5-mile mark. Gauges are still looking good. This car behind me is riding my ass here. Not sure what his deal is, but yeah. The brakes seem to be okay. Let's do a little flipperoo here. There we go. All right, let's get out. Let's just take a quick look. I'm still keeping my eye on the gauges. Everything's looking fine. Temperature is going up just a smidge. I hear the cooling fan on, so I don't understand why the temperature is going up so quickly with the cooling fan on. Headlights, I've got the fog lights on, corner lights are working. We got no tags, of course. We just did a nice little flipperoo here. Engine sounds great. Wait, I don't hear the cooling fan. No. I don't hear the cooling fan. Uh-oh. Could that be what it is? The cooling fan doesn't work? Because look at the temperatures now. Oh, no. No. We got to get back on the road. No. Come on. I ain't got time for this. I ain't getting stuck in the middle of damn nowhere out here. That ain't happening. Oops, sorry. Damn, this thing just gets scratched. So easy. Should we do a little burnout real quick? Just... Okay, there we go. Let's get moving. Let's get some air flowing through this thing, and hopefully this car cools down pretty quick. It seemed like once we were moving, she was fine. It just doesn't like to sit. So I swear I heard the cooling fan running earlier with the AC. I'm positive I heard the cooling fan running. But now it doesn't seem like the cooling fan is coming on. Comes on with the air conditioner, but it's like it does not turn on when the car gets up to temperature. And that is a big problem. So I also don't see any warning lights on the dash. I see no check engine light. There's a brake light that's on, which makes sense because the brakes absolutely suck. But aside from the brake light, no other warning lights on the dash. So, I don't know, guys. It's a 94, which means it's probably that weird hybrid OBD1 slash OBD2. I think it's called OBD 1.5. Maybe that was 95. I don't know. Still, something like maybe a coolant temperature sensor could be the problem. We know the cooling fan works, so I don't know. What I do know is we made it 5 miles. We're on the way back. Hopefully you guys can see that the temperature gauge has gone back down again. It just doesn't like to idle. It doesn't like to idle. Once you're moving, you're good, but she doesn't want to idle. So let's get this thing back to the house, and we're gonna wrap up this video. Quick burnout? Nope. I was trying to brake torque it. All right, gotta be easy. These tires are slippery. They're like riding on ice, guys. I'm not kidding. And the brakes, they're not great. They're really not great. I'm hoping it's a matter of just bleeding the brake system, and hopefully all the brakes come right back to life. This could either be a total disaster or it could be a complete win. It's going to take a little bit of work to find out. We're going to start with bleeding the brakes. That'll be easy, and we'll find out if we get a brake pedal back. If we do, great. That's perfect. I'm happy. If not, that could be a huge problem because these are not cheap, and these are rather complicated brakes for this car. Also, tires. You throw a set of tires on here, it's going to go a long way to make this car ride a whole lot better and make it a lot safer. These tires really are like riding on glass. As soon as you start doing a burnout, the car just starts sliding all over the road. I've owned a ton of C4 Corvettes, and I have never had one that was slippery like this. And that's the only way I know how to put it. This car is slippery. Now, before, ooh, I got those brakes hot. Ooh, yeah, I got the brakes hot. Boy, you can smell it. Before we get out of here, I thought, let's try something real quick. This is I hate doing this because it's going to throw a check engine light, but if you pop this hood, if we can find the coolant temp, oh, come on. If we can find the coolant temp sensor, we can just take it, we can disconnect it. There we go. Open, says me. Coolant temp sensor is usually over on the thermostat somewhere. Either that or they may have stuck it in the water pump on this. I can't remember. I think it's down there at the water pump. Perfect. That's a fun place to put it. Normally a coolant temp sensor would be sitting here, and it's not. We do have good pressure on the cooling system. She does not appear to be hot. At least not right now. She's warm. She's not hot. I don't really want to stick my hands down there while she's running. I think they put the coolant temp sensor. Let's shut it off. Wait, did I hear the cooling fan? No? Oh boy, that's down there, and it's right under all these heater hoses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what? That coolant temp sensor looks broken. You guys aren't going to be able to see it. Give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can do this without getting burnt. So I did it, and it's exactly what I expected. The coolant temp sensor is broken. This is the connector for the temp sensor. This is supposed to be on the water pump. That should be attached to the water pump, and it's not. It's broken. It's so brittle, it just fell to pieces. Let's see if that's the temperature gauge or if that was the sensor for the cooling fan. Check engine light should come on. There it is. Check engine light came on, and the cooling fan is going to run full time now. And if we're lucky, we're going to see that temperature that's now starting to really climb go back down. So a couple things. I've let it sit here and run for a while. I even took it back up and down the street to try to force some air into it to cool it off. It does seem like once you get it on the road and you really get the air moving, she cools off pretty good. So it could be that the cooling fan is not working as efficiently as it's supposed to. It could also be that the cooling system is in pretty bad, neglected shape. Also, The exhaust must be full of water because it smells like a stagnant pond or something that's just been sitting forever. The exhaust smells absolutely disgusting. I am concerned that the fan isn't pulling enough air through. So cooling fan issue, possibly. Maybe there's a pusher fan that's not working. I don't know how many fans that this thing is supposed to have, but it definitely is running too hot when left to its own devices. If I take you under the dash here, or into the dash, you can clearly see she's running high. It's not overheating, but just barely. And she'll sit here and she'll idle like this all day long, and I've let it sit here and run and run and run, and it will not overheat. It won't do it. But I can't help but wonder if we've got a cooling fan. Ooh. Oh, the smell from this thing is just ungodly. It's unnatural. Honestly, it's bad. Do we have 2 fans on this or 1? That's what I want to know. And I want to find out if both of them are running. So we definitely have a fan here. And I know this one's working. I think that's the only fan we got. Yeah, I think that's unless there's a pusher fan on the front. And honestly, with this ginormous hood in the way, I can't see it. Oh. No, it looks like we've only got 1 fan. I don't think there's another one, because if there was, it would be impossible to get to it. So it looks like we got 1 giant fan on this thing. And we're either looking at a combination of issues: a cooling system that's neglected, needs maintenance, a cooling fan that may not be working optimally, and of course that temp sensor that's bad. But with it disconnected, this thing should be running nice and cool all the time. So I'm going to let you guys drop a comment below. Tell me what you think we should do with this car. Brakes absolutely suck. Tires absolutely suck. However, there are some good things about it. The windows work, headlights, turn signals, all the gauges except for the fuel gauge works. We have no keys. The Astro roof goes on and off like it's supposed to. Air conditioning works. It doesn't work properly. The buttons don't do anything. You have to pull the fuse to get it to stop. There's a lot, guys. This one's tough. This one's tough. The brake issues, bad tires. Those tires are not going to be cheap. Okay, these are big tires. That's going to cost some money. The tires are going to be a big deal. Whether we can bring the brakes back or not is also going to be another really big deal. If the brakes come back, then it might be worth looking into tires. Tires, brakes, cooling system service, and then, you know, it goes on from there. The seats don't work. We've got to get those figured out and fixed. Those relays that are burned up and completely corroded, we got to get that figured out. Then we've got some module that sits in the trunk on the driver's side. I have no idea what that module is, but it is corroded. Looks like it's been underwater, along with the ABS pump. So who knows if the ABS is ever going to come back to life. There's a lot, guys. The active ride control also is not functioning. The anti-skid, whatever they call that, anti-skid something, ASR, that is not functioning. There's a bit, guys. Here's a bit. But again, it runs great. It shifts through the gears just fine. I mean, she runs out strong. It's a healthy car. I'm just not sure which direction I want to go with this, because this could end up costing... It could end up costing a fortune. At the end of the day, what do you have when you're done with it? You have a C4 Corvette that is not exactly the most desirable model. Mileage unknown, because the instrument cluster doesn't function properly. You don't have any mileage or anything. Maybe we can fix that. It's something else to figure out. AC controls, something else to figure out. How much is it worth with a reconstructed flood title? You guys feeling what I'm feeling? I don't know, man. I don't know. For me, the fact that we're able to drive it on this 10-mile drive today, that's a win. That's a big win for me, because they told me the car didn't run. And when I tried to come out here and start it, I couldn't get it to start either. And I prayed to God that we just needed a hot battery to get this thing going, because it sounded like it was a locked-up motor. And I was like, oh, no. I got screwed. Hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, guys. At the end of the day, it's a $4,000 low-mileage C4 Corvette. I'm guessing. It looks like it. I thought it had 30-something thousand miles. That's what Carfax said, but according to the oil change sticker, it was due for an oil change somewhere around 54,000 miles. So I'm going to stick to that. I don't think this car has more than 55,000 miles on the odometer. She'll clean up nice. The question is, how far do we go? What do you guys think we should do with it? Drop those comments below, guys. With that, I think I am going to get out of here. Which car or truck do you want to see next? We've got the Toyota Hilux. If you guys want to see that, we can make that one of the next videos. We've got Nick's Dodge Charger RT. If you're interested in that, we could make that one of the next videos. And what else do we have? I swear there's something else. Oh yeah, I was standing right in front of it. The International Harvester. This one's going to be bad. This is going to be rough. The brakes are locked up. It has no brake pedal. It's obviously not run in forever. Rotten gas, the works. This one's gonna be a tough one, guys. So drop your comments below and tell me which one you guys want to see next. I'm gonna get out of here. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.